We are discussing which is more important. Is it MVPs or is it championships? I know this topic kind of came up because Cam Newton was on First Take last week, and Stephen A was alluding to, he was saying that I have a guy here on the set that has played in a Super Bowl and has won an MVP, and he said I'm sure that he would want to trade his MVP for a championship, and Cam said, no, I would not. So this now brings that topic up for us as well. So Elijah, for you, is it championships that's more important, or is it MVPs and individual accolades that mean so much more?
Give me the championships, man. I like MVPs. I like, to be noticed and things of that nature, but give me the championships because no offense to anyone, but Peyton Manning won 4 or 5 MVPs. We don't even talk about him as much as we put Tom Brady in that list. As much as they put, some people put Joe Montana before Peyton Manning. Statistically, I know we talk about MVPs a lot. MVPs usually go to the quarterback. It goes there to the guy that can throw the ball, have great numbers. Cam had heck of a season, a 15-1 season. Beautiful, beautiful numbers when they got to the Super Bowl. He won MVP because, of course, Calvin Benjamin went down, I think, towards ACL, and he, quote unquote, didn't have anybody to throw to. So with that being said, I think that, him leading the offense to what I think was over 30 points a game they were scoring, that was real notable. But you know what else was notable? The defense. The defense was ranked 6th in the league. They had Luke Kuechly, and they had Josh Norman, who had his best year. I think he was on a contract that year. I think that was his contract year. Had his best year. That defense was really good. Defense was so good that if let's fast forward to the Super Bowl, where they played against Nick, that defense was so good that it held Peyton Manning to under 150 yards passing, 1 interception, and under 60 completion percentage. On the other side of that, Cam Newton was the same way, under a 60 completion percentage. We all look at this like, oh, okay, well, he just had a bad game. That one bad game cost him a Super Bowl. If you could trade that whole entire year and you could win the Super Bowl because of more of a team of success, I would take that Super Bowl because at the end of the day, it wasn't just one person that got somebody there. It was a team success deal that got him there. As you can see in today's world with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, those two guys had the heck of a year, but they didn't even make the playoffs because the team didn't do it. Now Jamar Chase had numbers where he could have been an MVP, and so did Joe Burrow. But we didn't even mention those guys. Want to know why? Because they're winning. Josh Allen was winning. Lamar Jackson was winning. And, you could throw Saquon in there because they were winning. But they had numbers. So, again, the MVP to me goes to the best team and the best player on that team. And I think that's why I say the championships are more important because the championships, everybody get to see that instead of just one person hoisting this one trophy that everybody that race could have went either way with anybody, where the championship, you hosting that championship where you did your job and so did everybody else did their job so you can get what was the ultimate goal. Now, again, I'm not saying anything wrong about MVPs and want people that want to win it and boast about it, but give me the championships, man, because that's what it's all about anyway. I want to win. The MVP's going to come with it, but I want the championship. And, I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with the championship.
Al Davis said it best, man. Just win, baby. Just win. In this game, in all of sports, man, ain't nobody playing no games just to say that I want to win a personal trophy. Everybody is playing this game to say at the end of the season, after all of these practices, all of these moments where I done fought, bled, sweated, cried, that at the end of the season, I get to lift whatever trophy that is, the Stanley Cup, the NBA championship, the Lombardi, whatever it is, the national championship. Like, bro, what are we talking about? Like, MVPs are important. They are, because those, in my opinion, can get you in position to be considered a Hall of Famer. It gets you there. It really does. And I know from a cultural impact perspective and all of those things like that, we talk about a guy like an Allen Iverson. We call him the answer. A phenomenal athlete, but he doesn't have a championship. And that's why when it comes to conversations of top 1, 2, 3 basketball players of all time, AI's name is rarely brought up, because even though a championship is a team sport, it's at the highest regard because that's what you play for. It's not about participation anymore. We left that back on the playground. Not everybody gets a cookie and a ribbon anymore. Now you get served wins and losses. Either you win it all or you're back at home. You either playing in the Pro Bowl skills game or you in New Orleans hoisting the Lombardi at the end of the season. That's what it all boils down to. And, you know, personal accolades, like I said, man, it puts you in a great position. But championships are what make dynasties. We're not talking about the Patriots. If they're not winning championships, they just be the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills went to 4 straight Super Bowls. Phenomenal team. Thurman Thomas, Jim Kelly, Andre Rison, Andre Reed. I might be saying his name wrong. It was like phenomenal team. Great people. Hall of Famers. Rightfully so, because of what they did as individuals and doing their parts to try to get their teams there. But the reason that the Bills aren't a part of the conversation as a dynasty, they're not in the same conversation as like what the Chiefs are trying to go and do, is because they went to 4 straight and they lost all 4 of them. And I know that you look at it and you say, well, I did my job. That's cool. But in a team sport, bro, you can score 100 points on the basketball court and still lose. You can throw for 8 touchdowns and still lose. So not only do you need to be at your very best, but you need to make sure that as a teammate, your team is at their very best too. Because ain't nothing worse than being out on a play and 10 guys do their job and 1 guy messes up. Ain't nothing worse. So championships over MVPs, man. And coming from somebody, I've never played professional sport, but the only championship game that I ever played in was the state championship game in 2013 when I was a junior in high school. C.E. Bird High School, playing against Archbishop Rummel. And we lost that game by 1 point, right? We had a ton of guys that went on and had success playing college football at whatever levels. But I guarantee if you go to any one of them guys, they would trade whatever for 2 more points to win that game and for us to be champions, because people remember championship teams. We still talking about the 2000 Ravens. The Cowboys are chasing the ghost of the 90s because they won championships, not because Emmitt Smith was the leading rusher or Michael Irvin was balling out or Troy Aikman was positioning himself to be a Hall of Fame quarterback. It's because they won championships. So give me a chip, bro. Give me a chip. And I ain't talking about Frito-Lay. Give me a chip all day long. Thank you so much for watching this clip of the Fitz Take podcast. Be sure to like this video and also subscribe to the YouTube channel. And also follow me and Elijah on our social media platforms. They will be linked down in the description. And remember, every episode of the Fitz Take podcast will air right here on the YouTube channel every Monday at 2 p.m. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.